Okay, first time in a long time with AD Thresh top. Oh, sorry. But we've got something slightly different in this case that we've got, rather than just going straight for the full AD burst build or the full on-hit attack speed build, we take a bit of both. And that is it's shown in the guide, the Geared for Combat guide, and if you haven't seen that guide, then please do check it out. There'll be a link in the description. AD Thresh Geared for Combat, it'll be on the channel as well. And that is when you have Rapid Fire Cannon with 2 attack speed AD items, so Blade Rune King and Rage Blade. And so you've got the AD of Burst Thresh, well, something similar, but also the attack speed and DPS of Sustained Damage, Shredder Thresh. So that's the kind of build we go for. That's why the first item is going to be Pickaxe, which later we can build into Rage Blade, but gives the AD we need in order to make Rapid Fire Cannon useful, in order to make our E passive useful. If you don't know why AD is good and Thresh, it's because the E passive gives you, there's a lot of fails there, it's because the E passive gives you a 200% total AD ratio magic damage on hit, on your first attack. Jax comes in for a gank here. Unfortunately, my only way out, because there's 2 of them and I can't possibly outdamage them. It's not worth it trying to pursue Riven when she's got a shield. My only way out is to flash and Lantern Shield. If I did Lantern Shield, I would have probably died to the red buff. At this point, I've just got to take the L, go back, and then use my TP to come back in. All I can afford right now is like a potion, which essentially sets me back 50 gold. So perhaps not the best start, but we're going to be able to make up for that in just a second. So as I said, TP in. I want to show that again so we can talk about the thought process there. Okay, so as you can see, first up I want to go back because we know that Jax went around this area around into Rumble's jungle. So I just put a ward there, so I'm aware of it. And at this point, there's no way that she could feel in danger of Thresh, right? Thresh doesn't have a dash. To her knowledge, I don't even have flash. And beyond that, how would I possibly kill her on that health? Sorry, that was a Facebook sound. How could I possibly kill her on that health? Well, you saw it just a second ago. This is the Thresh gap closer to a minion, which is, yes, it is better to hook someone themselves, but that is always unexpected. And that 200% AD ratio is just going to give us a lot of damage on the first hit, and then 1 more also is all we need to finish her off. And then Jax can't do anything anymore because he's 1-on-1. There's a minion wave and I can easily disengage with my E. You know, there's literally no point in him going on in me. Also, Rumble is in the background, just let's try to get a gank there. That does give us a flash from Jax. Now this is where I'd be completely stupid. Watch this. Now, oh no, I'm stupid later, sorry. For now I'm just retarded. So, that's Riven's TP. She just TP'd back onto the turret, and then we continue this kind of average farm. Occasionally Thresh hits Riven in this abusive relationship of theirs. That kind of average lane. Thresh versus Riven for me is a very fun matchup because there's a decent amount of skill from both sides. Hey, I don't know about the Riven side actually, I'll take that back. But it's a nice matchup because when Riven uses her third Q, I'm pretty sure I've talked about this in previous videos, when she uses her third Q, you can use E before she lands to prevent damage and the knockback, and that's really cool. Riven is constantly attacking the minions, and every time she attacks a minion, that's the time that I can go for an auto attack. That, my friends, is someone going a bit too close to the tower without minions backing them up. And then it's a Lantern and a Flash E from Rumble to secure the kill on the Riven now. Pretty good. Now this is where I go from, you know, stupid to retarded, or the other way around, what have you. Obviously, we know her TP's down, so it's good to push, right? Absolutely. So I ward up just in case Jax comes, and then I start pushing. Now, that's the thing. I have no mana. My pushing is really slow. I've just used Flay to push, and now she's back to level 6 and I'm low on health with no flash. Well done me. How's look like an idiot to your subscribers 101? Well done, Thresh Cryo beat. Anyway, after that shameful thing. We walk back, we walk pickaxe and Kershi Shard. Kershi Shard is really great for a bit of lane harass whenever it comes up. There's some extra magic damage for poke. Pickaxe, as you know, is 100% gold efficient, 25 AD. Longsword and pickaxe are 100% gold efficient. This is still less efficient than BF Sword, which is like 110% efficient. But by no means are they bad. Rumble comes in for another gank. I kind of fail my flay. If you've ever tried to smart cast flay, then you know that feel, right? Because of that, it's badly timed. The gank is badly timed because I just failed my flay. Not any fault of his, definitely fault of mine. Oh lord. Sorry. It's worth mentioning I haven't slept very well. But, also, I recorded this game already, but no sound came through, so I'm recording this for the second time. So, Rumble comes in for the second gank. I go for the flash flay just to secure the kill. Good old lantern from behind the wall. This way you get a ward everywhere against Thresh, because the jungler can come from literally anywhere. It's not just if they're Kane, it can be even in a mobile champion like Rumble. Thresh enables a jungler to be a bit more useful, let's say. Right, so we push this, we know Jackson come in, and I do a pretty bad flay because he still gets Counter Strike off. But it's okay, because we did what we had to do and nothing was really lost from it. I couldn't finish Rapid Fire Cannon yet, so I just buy Zeal. Zeal is great move speed, it's great crit. Riven overextends into another gank. I don't even need to replay that, you can just see what happened. Riven isn't particularly good. With her dead, we decided to go for Rift Herald so we can siege top lane. Just tank it with the Lantern Shield, and now let's just quickly push. Once minions are out of the way, Rift Herald comes down, it's going to slam dunk that. And now watch her siege this, right? So I peel Riven off from doing any further damage. And then I kind of occasionally slap Riven, especially waiting for... It's great, because I'm not really losing DPS because I'm able to just... yeah, my E will charge up between auto attacks, so even if I'm auto attacking kind of slow, I'm not losing as much DPS as most kind of auto attacking champions get. With Rift Herald, my poke, Rumble's E, Rumble's ult, we're able to easily get that tower, get the tower first blood, and that will snowball our team even further. It's not just about who wins from the start of the game, it's about keeping a lead. You've seen how many teams just kind of lose. We go bot but nothing happens. You've seen how many teams just kind of lose games because they had the advantage and then they let go of it. Now here we go. If I had AD, if I had BF Sword, if I bought some long swords instead of a Ninja Tabby, that would be a very dead Fizz in that one shot. But because it wasn't a one shot, he's able to do that. If he didn't flash, he also would have died. Unfortunately, he kind of fucked up on an auto attack there. If he landed 2 auto attacks, I think he cancelled one of them. I didn't really check, and it's not worth going back to see. But yeah, the kill on Fizz wasn't had. We didn't get him. That's completely fine. The most important thing is he did take the lantern and didn't get fucking, you know, give Fizz a free kill. Anyway, same kind of shit. She goes behind the fucking tower, we flash, we get the kill. Bang! And, I guess if you ever feel like, you know, the people you get matched with are just complete idiots, play Thresh and you'll probably win, like, lane 90% of the time. I was pre-made with this guy a few games ago, and I was going to make casting videos with them, but because that person, I think they said they bought a new account or something, because their MMR was so low, we were matched with some of the worst players I've ever played against and with. Like, with didn't matter because we were 3-man pre-made. It just felt so fucking bad to play against. And I couldn't upload those videos because, well, who wants to see a one-sided stomp like that? So yeah, this Riven might not be too good, but I'm pretty sure this is more chance-based. This isn't like, ooh, our MMR is just really shit, so we're going to pick Thresh. And on one side, that is true, but on another side, that's a... Yeah, there's a second side to that. It's that Thresh is better in more coordinated team comps because he's really good at peeling. So if you have a good AD carry, you basically bolster that AD carry. Bit of a nice poke with a rapid fire cannon range, just to put that down. So if your AD carry is complete shit and they're not worth protecting, if you're buying peel, if you're being a good peeler and buying CDR, it doesn't mean shit. It's wasted ability. It's why in low elo you tend to see more people gravitate towards snowbally champs. People want to play assassins, people want to play AD carry, especially in this meta. So that was a fight. You can see the nice thing about playing Thresh against someone like Kalista. Kalista kites melee so hard. Because Thresh is ranged, even though it's still lower range than her, it kind of invalidates her kiting ability. Because when she jumps away from Thresh's auto attack range, she's more than likely jumping out of her own as well. So either you jump diagonally with such crazy precision to keep out of the 450 range of Thresh, or you just kind of get countered, because Thresh is the only ranged kind of tank, ranged utility tank like that, who can CC her down, who can hook her, who can do that kind of damage, try to steal red fails. So Thresh is pretty good against Kalista. And it's not just the fact that you're building, tanky, building kind of bruiserish as Thresh. Let's look at that again. Sorry, I skipped over that because I was talking. It's not just that you're building bruiserish, it's also because you've got the armor from your souls, and we'll go over that after this clip. Right, so I'm pushing, and then I see Riven on the ward. I go back a bit because I'm like, where's Jax? He might come, but I figured I can do it. She tries to walk in, I E her into the wall. And the wall is also going to block Jax off with a movement speed slow. If I got the hook on her, I would have one-shot her right then and there. But I didn't, so I just lured Jax away. I pinged for help, Rumble responded, so I was like, oh sure, there, yeah, let's kill him. If Rumble didn't respond, then I wouldn't have engaged no matter what. Even if he was coming. But if he didn't ping the awareness, then I wouldn't do it. Now this is something even stupider. You see my lantern's going to go on cooldown. And I like to use my lantern to check brush, so me walking by that bush, that's when I thought I'd thrown a lantern on it. I didn't put a lantern on it. I thought I did though. And then out he comes. Out comes Jax, and he's going to fuck off that way. You can see in the chat to the left, Thresh W 0 seconds. Because I thought I had it, but I don't. But hey, I'm only human. It's funny that I said this exact line at this exact point on the clip when I recorded it the first time. God, I'm really tired. Anyway, 5-1-3 rapid fire cannon. Let's talk about the game here. We've got pickaxe, that's going into Rageblade later perhaps. We've got recurve bow and bilge water going into the Blade Rune King. We've got rapid fire cannon for the burst. So we've got a lot of stuff. Ninja Tabby is the only real defense we need because 1, the enemy isn't fed, and 2, 3 out of 5 of them are auto attackers. Their AP damage isn't particularly fed, and there's not much we have to worry about. Miss my hook. Fierce tries to do some shit, so he's just going to peel him off, burst him down. Good amount of damage from everyone. Looks kites. And with a good binding, we're able to take Jax down. After this, we get a bit greedy. We push a bit more. I peel. I helped peel there. Unfortunately, they died anyway. But we did something. After hitting this a few times, we realised the enemy team is respawning, so we had to get the fuck out of there. No, give Kalista the old slap, give Ezreal a blue buff because he's doing pretty well, and then fuck off back home so we can buy Blade Rune King and Ruby Crystal, because we haven't bought tankiness yet and it's like 25 minutes into the game, teamfight is becoming really common, we kinda need that stuff. Soon enough I'll buy Warden's Mail. Sure, we're snowballing and we're way ahead, 26-9, but what if something happened, someone threw, and Kalista got fed? It's still good to have that Warden's Mail in the pocket, It's all about keeping advantage, it's not just about, oh shit, you won from minute 1. I mean sure, this game is a bit of a stomp, and it's not the most satisfying to watch. The promise that more is coming, a Sony game will be coming tomorrow. Look on to the minion, push bot lane, because we've got mid lane, we want to open up bot lane. When you open up bot lane, that is like your ticket to do Baron, because they have to defend bot lane, which is on the opposite side of Baron, and that's great. The bot lane down is just immediately, we can do Baron. There's 2 inhibs down. There's no way they can contest this. So we get that. Baron. Recall. Buy Warden's Mail. There it is. Game is coming to a close now. Take red buff. I didn't want it, but Rumble offered. do some more crap, and then we prepare for the final fight. We're pushing on that top turret. Fizz just kind of dies to those two. I get a hook, but Morgana's Q binds me, stopping me from dashing onto them, probably for the best because I'm not that tanky. We get a lot of damage, we get a lot of poke, we get a lot of binding, we get a lot of Ezreal ult. And here we go for that one shot. Not two shot, good enough, close enough. Now it's auto attack E, smart cast of course. And with them down, that's a ticket to just open up the last inhibitor, and then even without auto attacking, the Baron minions from all three lanes would just annihilate this base. So there we go, we take it down, we take down the Nexus, and that's a game well done. So what do you think about Thresh in this current season? Personally, I think he's doing pretty good. He's not really fallen off. He's pretty good at peeling those AD carries that are so in the meta. He's very good at being versatile, as he always is. And overall, he works pretty damn good, I'd say. A build like this was the hybrid build, because you got 40 AD on Blade and King, 35 on Rage Blade without stacks, and that's like 75. That's pretty much the same as Essence Reaver, plus Rapid Fire Cannon. So you got really good sustain damage, really good burst damage, good crit. And the only downside is you only have 2 defensive slots, not including boots. And the other downside is you don't have as much AD as a 3 item AD build, and you won't be as tanky as a 2 item AD build. And you're emphasizing versatility over having specific niche strengths. Anyway, that's enough of that post game chat. Hope you guys enjoyed this. It wasn't the best Thresh game, but I can promise more are to come. If you aren't following me on Twitter yet, go ahead and do that. There'll be a link in the description, as there was with the last video. If you want to play Thresh, be my guest. He's super fun, but as a disclaimer, I will never say that these are some kind of ticket to diamond or a ticket to plat or even a ticket to silver. I'm not going to promise anything. I play them for fun, and I play them in ranked for fun, because League of Legends is a game. Thank you very much for watching. Good luck in your next matches, and I'll see you next time.